Uh-huh. So Restream is not smart. Sure looks like it's oh now, yeah, okay, sure. Oh my god. I have so many notifications. Ah, leave me alone. Edit video. Okay. That's good enough. I have to go to YouTube again. Ignore me, everybody out there. I don't even know you're there. I don't know you're there right now. I'm looking for something. Is this it? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, man. Retraced echoes. Copy and shocked. Shocked. Dick, dick. I'm so. Where am I doing? Select the playlist. It's gonna go there. This doesn't do this with StreamYard. It already told me. I mean, it already shows me what's gonna. Oh Lord, this is irritating. Sam, if you're over there, hang on. I'll hang on. Let's hang on. I'm gonna go over here. Open that up. Go. Where am I going? What? Oh, it's down there. Chat. Chat. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Jake Reacts. Hi, Colette. It's not going. I feel like I died. Where am I here? Go down a page. I'm doing REM pod. I don't know why I'm putting these words in here. I can't spell or I can't type tonight because my fingers are still in Hinsdale. Okay. Oh no, Ball, what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I'm beat, drained. I gotta get a new charge somewhere. I came home. Why I'm doing it now? I threw my blankets in the washer. Now they're drying, and I should have just went to bed. I took a 15-hour nap. Not even. Not even quite 15. I could. I was so happy to get home to my puppy, and he was just as happy as I was. Uh, I didn't know how. I mean, I knew how much I missed him, but I didn't know how much I missed him until I saw him. You know what? That's good enough. I'll save it. I, y'all know I'm skeptical about a lot of stuff. Kyle, I love you too. Come give me a hug. Um, I'm skeptical. Now I'll tell you what. I'm gonna explain. We got the Wildwood, and I think within the first probably, I don't know. Lori told us a lot about the place and everything. And as she was, pointing out pictures and stuff, I thought to myself, well, I've seen all these pictures, so I'm going to kind of roam around the first floor while she was talking. Awaken. Kim and Zach was there, and so was Brooke, but they had to leave early. And Lori kept talking to us and showing us this and showing us that. No, he's not home yet. He won't be home till probably midnight or so. Um, oh, damn. I think it was probably 40 minutes. I don't know if you saw it or not. We were on Restream, and Restream, it's great if you're on a phone. It's great if you're on it's okay if you're on a computer watching. It's terrible if you're on a phone watching because you squeeze three people in on the screen if it's vertical, and they're this big on the screen. You can barely see them. But I think within 40 minutes, we were roaming around on our own, just going this way and that way, trying to get a feel for the house and figure it out on our own rather than go as a group and then get all screwed up. Um, I wanted to go up to the third floor because that's where the doctor's offices were, but the house is so nuts. I don't know how much you guys watch, but I must have got lost 10 times in that house. I'll be conservative and say 10 times. It was probably a lot more than that. You can go up one flight of stairs and you're on the second floor. No big deal. Then you go up to the second flight and there's no more stairs. It's a three-story house. I'm thinking, now where am I? Am I on the third floor? I couldn't have been. I only came up two flights. So I walked around looking at each room, trying to find lights. We couldn't figure out a light. Some were string pulled. Some had a light on the outside of a wall from the opposite room. And I had to go all the way across the house, and I found another set of stairs. And I went up them, and I said, "Aha, I'm on the third floor." And I heard Link downstairs, yippity yappity yappity yippity, and he seemed like he was getting close to where I was. So I thought, huh, he's coming up the flight of stairs I just did, or I think he's gonna. I'm gonna hide here by the wall. And as he came up and crossed the threshold from the stairwell to the room that was there, I screamed at him. Not real loud, I just, ah! And holy cow, he jumped 6 feet in the air, it seemed, called me every name in the book, was going to punch me in the mouth, and all this other shit. I thought he would laugh, but he did. Eventually I think he found the humor in it, but that was a dirty thing to do. And I wanted to do it several times throughout the night because that's just what I do. Not not when we're investigating or trying to seriously investigate, but just when we're there and doing things. Now, I've never been to Wildwood before. I didn't expect, and I even said, I think even Brooke knew that I said this, that I don't think anything's going to happen. But that's my skeptical side because being involved with the Dandy House for so damn many decades, not years, I know how things go paranormally. Is that a word? Paranormally? And, it can be really absolutely just quiet and nice and away from people, except, except for some guy that was revving his junk truck all night, our first night there. Uh, but I expected nothing. And really, I didn't have anything. Those Link and Kim worked together quite a bit, and I went out on my own. And I had no fear of the house. I didn't feel any apprehension whatsoever. I usually don't. I don't allow that to come through because that's what makes you. I guess that's what will bring out the fear. But I went in the basement without I had a flashlight, didn't turn it on. I scanned the room. I was by the embalming table, and there was a chair not too far from it. And I figured, well, I'm going to sit here and just listen. Of course, I listened and yapped a lot too. And I honestly don't remember the chain of events how, because I walked a mile. I have my step tracker on the cell that I was filming with, and it showed that I walked a mile Sunday. How the hell did I walk a mile in a three-story house? Well, when Sunday ended and Monday came around, when we were at by the time we got to Hinsdale, oh my God, my calves felt like somebody was chewing them up with a meat slicer. I mean, my God, I walk on average a mile and a half every day, but not upstairs. You know, when you're flexing that calf, and they're still sore to this day. Not as bad as they were, but they're sore. But I don't remember the chain of events. I was in the basement, then I was in the basement again. I found another set of stairs when I was on the second floor. It took me nowhere. I went up, I went down the stairs. I found a stairwell that went down, and I said, "Where did these come from?" And I went down them, turned around the corner, and there was a wall there. I said, "Well, this is fun, stairs to nowhere." So I went back up them, went on the other side of the house, couldn't find out where the other stairs were because I was on the wrong side. And I could hear Kim and Link doing their thing wherever they were. Everybody kept falling off the Wi-Fi. I think they need to get better Wi-Fi. That's my opinion. I ran a test on the Wi-Fi and it's quite slow. And we did buffer a lot. We Kim and Link kept falling off. My other phone kept falling off the Wi-Fi, and it would pixelate, and we would jerk around like robots because we were, it just seemed like the Wi-Fi was extremely slow. I don't know. I really don't know where the router was. That might make a difference, and perhaps maybe put an extender in the house. I don't know. Um, but I was roaming all over the place, and I went down to the basement and I sat there. Same place when I got down, because that seemed like a pretty nice place. It's actually at the bottom of the stairs from the kitchen. I went down there and I'm sitting in that chair, and the only wood that was around me, other than the floor joists above me, was a wooden mirror. There was a pretty good sized mirror about, 8 feet from me, with a wood frame. And I was sitting there right next to me, seemed like about, from the sound of it, about shoulder height. There was a big smack on the mirror. I mean, on wood. And of course, I'm going to turn my light on at that point. I didn't see nothing. I looked around. Smacks, bumps, bangs, all that stuff means nothing to me uh, regarding a haunting. I just, come on. It just me. Maybe sometimes, hey, give me a knock on the wall, and they do. Well, whatever. Hi, honey. I just decided to go live to speak about basically Wildwood, because of what happened. I don't. Okay, all right, anyhow. So I heard the noise, and there was nothing there. Then it sounded like somebody was in the kitchen, but I could hear Kim and Link's talking. Link was on the second floor. He was in Tommy's room at this point, and Kim was on the third floor, and she had to run all the way across the room to get to the stairwell that would take her down to second and third, or second and first. Well, I was up there and I heard shuffling or walking in the kitchen, so I went over to that stairwell, which was just a few feet in front of me. Hi, Laura. I stood on the stairs and I'm watching. There's a gap between the bottom of the door and the floor, and the kitchen light was on, and I'm watching for anything moving. Well, there was nothing moving. Then I heard voices talking, a man's voice, over and over. I couldn't quite hear it. I did at one point heard the voice say, "Go get him, go get him," and it was emphasized on the second time, "Go get him." And I thought, well, that's neat, but is that Link? Is he maybe talking to the spirits, or did he have a spirit box on? I didn't hear any other voices. Plus, he was on the second floor. So I heard the go get him. And then I heard knocking, a lot of knocking, a whole bunch of knocking. And I'm thinking, okay, who's playing with me? Because that's the first thing I thought. Somebody's playing. But I knew they were still on second and third floors, respectively. So I'm listening, and they can hear it. They can hear it on my phone because we were all connected. Now, Kim kept falling off. Then she'd come back. I'd bring her back in from the back room into StreamYard. Link fell off a couple of times, and I was getting frustrated as heck because every time we start talking or something, somebody falls off. you want to be able to connect and stay on the damn stream together. So I'm listening and listening and listening. And then at one point, Kim said, "Do you want me to come down?" I said, "No, no. I'm just going to stand here and listen." I heard the go get him. Then I heard go down. And I didn't even, no, I wasn't looking at my phone. I didn't want to look at a bright phone while I'm in a pitch black basement. I would not turn the light on. I didn't want the light on. And I'm still looking under the crack of the door, no movement whatsoever, lots of shuffling, lots of banging. And I'm thinking, and it's right there by the door. And I'm thinking, well, what could be doing that? So a lot of things crossed my mind that I won't divulge. It's not necessary. Um, And at one point, I did look at Link, and when I just for a second, very very shortly, he was laying on Tommy's bed. Shut up. And I was watching him when I heard the talking, and I couldn't really see his face because the way he was laying on the bed, I couldn't see if he was talking, and I might have been hearing that because it was a very quiet voice, very quiet. And I thought, well, if he's talking softly, it's not going to make it down to the basement very easily, and it would be soft. So after a little bit more of this stupid knocking, which just doesn't turn me on for haunted situations, I told Kim to come down. And as Kim's coming down, and you can hear it on the audio, on my phone, probably her phone too, and maybe even Mike's phone. I don't know, and it may have been picked up on one of the recorders because we had recorders all over the house. Um, as I'm hearing her coming down, and she actually came over the stairs right above me because you come down, then you go into the kitchen, come around, and go through down the stairs again. I heard somebody running behind her. I said, "Oh, I guess Link's coming too." And then she bolts out when I'm hearing this. Somebody's chasing me down the stairs. And I still thought she was talking about Lincoln being joking, doing it jokingly. But she freaked out. I could look, when she got to where I was, and I turned the light on and looked at her face. She was shocked. She was scared because you could hear that there were two people coming. That was one thing, and I still couldn't figure out. They have a little bell like a Christmas sleigh bell type thing, maybe 6 inches long, and it had another bell on the top of it. It's a ball. It hung on the doorknob, and when I made that knocking sound, the bell jingled ever so slightly. But then, if I manipulated it just right, which a ghost isn't going to do, it made the same exact sound as the knocking I heard while I was standing on the second stair, I think, second or third stair leading up to that door. So we couldn't figure that out. Well, la di da. We're in a haunted house. Things are going to happen. Whatever. And I'll jump ahead 3, 4, 5 hours. I was. That's all I did. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm going down. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going to be a tough guy. I set my flashlight on the table in the kitchen, and I said, I'm going down there with no light because I already knew the lay of the land, so to speak. I knew there was nothing in the walkway, although you'll hear me run into a wall. And because I went too far, I knew about approximately how far I could walk, but I tripped over that stupid uh, the tub that they gave you electro baths in. And there's a lip around, not around the tub, but further out from the tub. There's a lip that goes all the way around it, maybe a 3/4 of an inch high. And I tripped over it and ran into the wall. And I hurt myself too. I got smacked. I thought, well, if I get hurt too much down here, I don't have a light. If something happens, I'm screwed. So other than that, other than me going up and down, we meet for a staff meeting and go out on the porch and have a cigarette. Not really a staff meeting, just something that was said at Hinsdale. Um, they wanted to do a seance, and those who know me, I don't take stock in seances. I just, come on, let's hold hands and maybe the spirit will come quicker. Uh, for whatever reason, seances are used. There's many reasons. You can read about them if you don't know. We did a seance on the was it the third floor? Jesus, no, second floor, second floor. And we're holding hands. And I had to hold it a very precariously uh, angle uh, because we had to be able to get the camera on us, and it was a big round table. So I'm kind of leaning over the table, hanging on the Link's hand and then hanging on to Kim's hand, and it was uncomfortable as hell. And Link was trying to contact his mom and his grandma. And I'm thinking to myself, nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to say that to him. I mean, uh, everybody hopes their loved ones will come to them. But I'm just thinking and listening and whatever. And then we asked some more questions. Kim had said something about a couple of things, and I'm sorry, I don't remember. My brain's foggy right now. She had mentioned a couple of things about particular people. Kim is a psychic medium. She's picking up stuff and going with it. And she asked a couple of questions. And at the time of and nothing else happened. There was no knocks, no bangs, no groans, no moaning, nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. And then she closed the seance out, and we're sitting there. And I said, in my head, I'm thinking, here we go. Every place that's haunted, they don't come running to you because you're there. They don't say, oh, geez, look, here comes a whole bunch of people again, and they're going to ask us questions, and yay, we can interact and mingle with them. They don't give a damn about us. They don't want us hanging around. That's I wouldn't. If when I pass over, I'm going to Hinsdale. I'm pushing everybody down the stairs. Um, but we're just sitting there, and I kind of I think everybody was talking a little bit, but I said, you know what? I want validation. I don't want no knocks on the door. I don't want no shuffling feet. I want validation. I want you to come to me. I want to hear something that I know for sure is concrete, that it's you, that you're actually here with us. Two squeaks. And we all looked toward where the sound came from. There's another room right next to us, wooden floor, and we're all looking at it and thinking, okay, okay, okay. Sounded like a chair. Didn't get up. Nobody got up, and I started it again. Mr. Aggressor. Okay, that was cute. You made a couple of squeaky noises. Was that with a chair or whatever I said? I said, really, give me validation, would you please? Something really bang, bang, as I'm talking. And they were very loud. I know it's on the recording. I haven't gotten to the recordings yet. I'm going to be uploading them to my computer, all 70 hours. And uh, when that happened, I felt good. I kind of thought, hey, I really have a connection with something, with a spirit, with an entity, with a ghost, with the whatever, in a different location than the Dandy House. Because when I'm at the Dandy House, if Tina and I go, she's great with a K2 meter. She's fantastic. She can talk to everything in the world. I don't believe in K2 meters, but for some reason, when she talks, she gets on the spot, stupid interaction all the time. How? I don't know. So we got the chair, and I got up, went into the room next to us. I moved the chair slowly on the wooden floor, and it made the same identical noise. I couldn't make the same noise in retrospect to how much it might have moved. My urge were a little bit too long, like I drugged the chair too far. But it was the same identical sound as wood on that floor, maybe even that chair. And then we heard the bangs, and then I got up and I said, I'm going to check the doll room. There's a doll room there. You'll see it on the videos from Wildwood. Um, I went into the doll room to see if maybe there was another chair there with wooden legs. Well, it probably would have, that could scrape on the floor, and there was nothing. And as I walked back, I'm passing the stairwell, And I didn't look in the stairwell as I went to the doll room. Now you're at an angle. So we're sitting, if I'm sitting here, I'm going at a maybe a 45-degree angle to the doll room. Excuse me. Same when I come back. And when I walk back, now there was a dim light going up those stairs. On the first landing, above the first landing, there was a dim light. Very dim, but you could see everything that was in the stairwell. You could see the stairs and everything. And that cast just a little bit light to the ascending stairs. Not a lot, but enough you could see where you were walking if you're just being careful. Well, I started walking back and I glanced in there and I saw something and I know I'm squinting, you know, and I looked again and I realized there's a man standing there and he's looking directly at me. I didn't get scared, not right at the very second. Okay, when you're dealing with something like this, I think, and your mind says, "Oh, there's something there. Let's focus on it and make it out." I think the whole thing took a total of 2.25 seconds. I looked, I saw, I focused, I saw a man uh, from almost, he wasn't even with my eyes, he was down a little bit, and he was just looking at me. Jesus, I just got chills again. Every time I even think about this, I get chills. Um, he's looking at me. I go back over to the table. I didn't say anything. And I leaned on two chairs. The chairs were high back wooden chairs. And I leaned on them because I felt like I was going to fall over because shock was setting in, I guess, or fear, whatever the hell comes with all this hoopla. And they're asking me questions. And Link thought I was okay. My arms were chilled big time. If anybody has gotten chilled from being scared, that fight or flight syndrome that might come in and give you those chills. I had that, but as I leaned on those chairs, a few seconds later, the chill emitted from my back up my hairline, over my scalp, all the way down, right down my face, and my whole friggin' head went numb. That's how bad it hit me because the vision, I guess, was sinking in, and I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, and I broke down. I broke down little like a little pansy, and I thought, what the hell is going on here? But I'm 72 years old, and I've seen four spirits in my entire life. My Aunt Mame, after she passed, and there was a good reason for her to come to me because I went to visit her when we went to visit my grandma's, and she lived upstairs. And I ran up them stairs to see her because I love my Aunt Mame, and we always had a game that we played with a little wicker basket. She would drop the basket over the railing and ask for a particular thing. And if I found it, she'd give me a nickel or a dime or whatever. But anyhow, that was a game. I ran up the stairs, got to her door, and knocked on it because it didn't open. Normally, I would just walk in. And then it dawned on me, she's dead. That scared me. I don't know why, but I was scared right there on the spot. I ran back down the stairs, and running down the stairs, I had to pass the basement, which was pitch black. The door was wide open, and I passed the basement, ran into my. No, I didn't see her in the basement. Didn't see nothing except pitch black. Ran into my grandmother's kitchen where my mom and dad and aunts and everybody was there. And I ran to my mom crying, and I told her what happened. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You went up to see your aunt, and she's not with us anymore." Well, that night, I went to bed. I'm Catholic, and I said my prayers, and I rolled over on my left side toward the wall. And down on the side of my bed, there's this little crack in the woodwork, and I saw a little silverfish. I would see him all the time. He would go into that crack. And one day I decided to get some toothpicks so he could make some furniture with it. Well, I ended up probably killing the poor damn thing that was in the hole. What stupid things kids do. But I was laying on my left side, and I felt a kind of like a 1, 2, 3 thing on my leg, my foot and my leg. And I looked up. I rolled. Well, I didn't roll over. I looked over my shoulder. There's my Aunt Ming smiling at me, and I know it was her. I wasn't sleeping. I know she came to me. That's the first time and only time I saw a spirit until I went to that stupid house in Hinsdale. And I've seen three up there total. A woman in the window facing the pond. She was looking in the window at me, the living room window. Then when Father Al and I returned on Labor Day, because all hell had broken loose from what Clara told Al on the phone, I see I see Clara up in Laura's window, and I waved to her, and the woman waved back. I couldn't see her that well. There were some kind of drapes on the window, but as I'm waving, I out of the corner of my eye, as I'm looking up at the window, here comes Phil and Clara around the corner, and as I'm waving at her, I'm looking, and my hand's still going. I look at Clara, and I say, "No, you can't be here. I'm waving at you up there." She said, "That's what's wrong. They're everywhere. If we're outside, we see them in the windows inside. If we're inside, we see them in the yard outside. It's been like that shortly since after you left." We had a picnic up there that day. Okay, the woman at the window, the woman in the window upstairs, a half boy that we saw, half boy walking into the woods at the bottom of Wagner Hill Road and Emerson Drive or Emerson Road. We saw everybody in the van except Tina saw him, and Angel went into shock. She just freaked right the hell out. So, that's it. I mean, for actual spirits, that's it. And everything in the Dandy house looked real. They look real. They don't look, except the half boy. The two women looked real. They didn't look like some wispy, see-through, foggy type thing. Um, but the doctor, now I say the doctor because I hadn't watched Lori as she was telling us about the doctors, Dr. Henderson and Dr. Perry, who had worked at the sanitarium there in Hinsdale, or in Salamanca, Wildwood Sanitarium. And Link went out. I was in another room, and Link went out and said, I said, I haven't looked at the pictures. I don't know what the doctor looked like, but I'll never forget what this guy looked like. So I described his exact facial features, the shape of his head, the contour of everything. And Link went out and came back in and said, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I don't think what you saw is either one of the doctors. And then we talked for a little while longer. It was freaking me out because that shit don't happen. All right, good night, Colette. Love you too. You have a good rest. It's kind of early for you for a night. We talked for a few more minutes, and I decided, okay, I even said, okay, I want to go look at the pictures. The first picture on the wall was Dr. Perry, and I looked at him. I said, well, that doesn't look anything at all like him. I turned around and talked to Kim. Yeah, she was over here. I talked to Kim, and as I walked a little further down, I mean, I could see the picture already, but not quite. But when I got right in front of the picture and I looked on I lost it again. That's who was looking at me. It was almost as if somebody snapped the picture and then stuck it up there. Snapped the picture of him on the steps and put it up there. So there you have it. And as far as Hinsdale is unpredictable. It's haunted, it's not haunted. It's haunted, it's not haunted. We had a little bit of craziness, but we acted more crazy than we did investigations. We did some reenactments of when I went up with Tina and I had the incident at the top of the stairs in the master bedroom when the moron that lives at the house, screamed in my face just as I stepped into the bedroom. And then we also reenacted a scene from last year when I was on the John and the door was kicked open, and I'm starting to swear at Link. Why would you do that when we don't do those kinds of things? And I said, Link, what the heck is the matter with you? I'm trying to take a crap in peace, and then here he comes down the stairs, which, if you're on the John, there's a wall in front of you, the basement door, and the stairwell is right above that area. And he's walking down as I'm yelling at him. So we enacted that. And what else did we? Oh, and then when the night that he and Marty were there a few years ago, his first visit, I think it was his first visit, and somebody was jingling a key in the door trying to get in. We reenacted that, and we'll get that together and we'll post them. He'll probably do that one because it's on my phone. Damn well better be on my phone. If it's not, I sent a copy to everybody, so just in case, because things seem to disappear all the time. Excuse me. Well, it's only 9 o'clock here, and you never go to bed at 9 o'clock, which is 2 o'clock your time. You usually hang out here till 11:30. Go to bed. Get out of here. Get up in the morning, make some scones, and mail it to me. Scones, scones, skeins. What do you call them? Where's that Allen lady? She's not in here tonight from England. Was she sleeping? She sleeps on out. God, look at this. I need a shave. I haven't shaved in 4 days. Didn't even take a razor with me. What for? Got to impress the ghosts. But in my opinion, Hinsdale was if I were to rate it, 1 to 5 paranormal activity, 1.5 for me. For me, maybe 2. Uh, why are you sending me an attachment? Why are you sending me an attachment? What am I, you goofy kid? Motivation, entertainment, relationships. So, if I were to rate Wildwood, I got to give it a 5, because of what happened. That stuff don't happen. You hear these groups go into the dandy house, they see 78,000 different spirits in a 6 month time, and they're all telling you a bunch of baloney. Either that, or they don't want to talk to me or be around me. It's either that or one or the other. We all know a lot of groups make stuff up, and you don't need to make nothing up. You don't need to make anything up in Hinsdale. And Clara called me. Clara called me at the house. She didn't. Well, she may have remembered I was there. I don't know. She really doesn't care about watching the streams. But she called me and gave me some really good news. Well, good news, but let's make sure that this good news develops into what we both want for her. I can't divulge much information other than the fact that I mean, we already did say that there is a company that is in the works of making a real movie about her book, strictly based on her book. And I guess Rob is going to put some of the information from my book in for a perspective of a friend who also experienced what they were going through. But it's going to be based strictly on her book. Everything else out that has been added along the edges and around the circle of information, gone. Just about what they experienced. Like if I were to experience this thing fall on the floor and I say, well, damn, I got to pick it up. And after that happened, somebody threw a tomato and landed on the clothes and messed them all up, which isn't conducive to me dropping this. That's gone. We don't care about that. Just about this and me picking it up and not worrying about it after that. You gotta go with the story without adding anything that might not be. If it's not proven, don't talk about it. Don't add it. Don't put it in there to recreate or to embellish or to make it better. Hi, Bobby. Because this story at the Dandy House needs no needs no boost in what happened 51 years ago. But I am tired. I'm going to get that bed made up there, and I'm gonna go to bed. I never go to bed before 1. I probably will. I probably will upload all of the audio. I think I have 70. I don't have 70 audios of wild or 70 hours of audio at Wildwood, but I know I have at least right about 18. We were only there for how long? Only there for 14 hours. Well, the thing is, Kyle, we're only involved with one place. Now, two, Kim does go to different places. She goes around places here in New York and other places too. But Link has never been anywhere but the Dandy House. That's it. And now he's had a touch of something from somewhere else. And he even said after what happened to me at Wildwood, he was gonna be like a fly on crap at the Dandy House with me because anything that happens to me, he said I want to be there because he thinks I get so much stuff, but it's been 51 years that I got 15 major incidents, 15 in all those years, and so he thinks I'm lucky and I get all this crazy paranormal experiences, and I don't. I get whatever comes, and I won't say no more or less. I won't say no more or less than others because I've seen groups up there and I watch their videos and they're only there for they don't spend the night. They're only there for like 6 or 7 hours, and they get more in that 6 or 7 hours than I've gotten in 20 years. So they must be really, really good at pulling stuff out of the sky, getting those spirits to talk to you. But I will say, of this whole year, this week at Hinsdale was the best week I've had there in weather-wise. I mean, weather it couldn't be any more perfect. It just couldn't be any more perfect. I didn't want to investigate nothing. I just want to sit in the damn yard and look at the trees all day. It's perfect. 74 degrees, all sun, no clouds, little bit of breeze on Monday, and Tuesday not bad. Wednesday was up near 75 or 76, and then today when we got up, it looked like it was going to storm like crazy, but it didn't. I don't even think it rained here at all tonight. But it's down there in temperature. I don't know what it is right now, but I know it's cold. I did take the little doggy for a walk, um, and we walked a little over a mile. Oh my God, it's only 38 degrees? Huh, yeah, it sure is. Got a 20% chance of rain tomorrow. I don't know, Kim must be in bed. Let me check. Where's that's Paul, you're not even on Facebook. Oh my God. I didn't even have Facebook open. Uh-oh, there's two messages. And I can't see them because I'm the Dandy House. I have to change over to me. Anytime, Facebook. Oh, all of our leaves are falling. Now I got five. Jesus Christ. 0, 4, 14. I have to keep syncing my messenger. I don't know what that's all about. My God, Kim still hasn't messaged me, and I messaged her hours ago. Yeah, 4:28. I sent her a message, and then again at 8:02. I just sent her that. Let's see if I wake her up. Maybe I ought to just keep pressing the thing on the message and ding, 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 blow her phone up. Oh man. Sometimes things like this can. I mean, we slept okay. We didn't sleep at all at Wildwood. 3 to 5 hours. But all that walking up and down this. How the hell did I walk inside that house a mile? That's 5,280 feet. I can't even remember how many steps did I take. How many actual steps did I take on Sunday? Let's take a look here. Come on. Uh, report the day. Okay, that was I took 4,000 or four. Yeah, 4,000. No, he didn't get it fixed. It was the flex manifold, the flex manifold tubing. Then and the mechanic told him you can drive it, you'll be fine. Just take care of it when you get home. October 20th. You shit me? Let's. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. How the hell can that be? October 20th was Sunday. All right. Okay. Okay. So the whole day Sunday, I got into a vehicle. I went to Salamanca. We walked to a couple of stores, in and out of stores. I walked 2.1 miles on October 20th. 21st, I only walked, no, $60. $60. Um, 21st, I only walked 7/10 of a mile, 6/10 on the 22nd, and nothing today. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that 23rd, 4/10 of a mile. Today I walked 1.4 miles. But that's because of the puppy. I took him for a mile walk, and the rest was probably just in and out of the house and around the yard one time. I lost a pair of glasses at the house. We all looked forever, couldn't find them. I don't know where the hell they are. But I'm beat. I'm absolutely whipped. It really bugs me. I've got that many subscribers on YouTube, and hardly anybody's here. That's very disheartening. Am I on YouTube? Where's YouTube? No, that's YouTube. No, that's Facebook. That's YouTube. This is YouTube. That's YouTube. Get out of here. I don't know what that is. All right. Okay. 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 He is. He's. I love that dog. That's my first pop. Other than Sunday, I had a pop. Monday, I thought I was going to, and I got one, but it stayed in the refrigerator at Hinsdale the whole time. Yeah, I got up at 8:15 this morning. I think we went probably 2:33, so that was 5 hours. But I got up one time, and it didn't really detract. But getting up, so why now? Why is YouTube blurry? Looks blurry. Join the conversation to interact with the creator and others watching this live feed. Get out of here. I wish I could see who was actually here. But Bobby Vila was here. But he left. I think Laura Lee left. I want to know where Colette Allen is. She never not comes in. As soon as I click the live, she's here. Gonna have one more cigarette and see if Kim might respond. Maybe she'd like to say something about what she felt about the week. Oh, I am whipped. I think there's somebody up there tonight. I never know. I mean, if I go to Hinsdale House, hauntedhinsdalehouse.com. Oh, hi, Laura. Hinsdalehouse.com. I can go check and see if it's booked tonight. But Angel just told me she wants to book next April. Nope. Next June. Nope. Next July 10th for her birthday. Oh my God. Ooh. I'm telling you, I could use, I wish this were a big enough town. I'd go get a massage somewhere. Jeez, I feel like my whole body got ran over by a steamroller. Anybody out there traveling masseuse? Mountain Dew sounded good, but it's not hitting the spot. I should have just grabbed a bottle of water. Why is there a piece of bread on my desk? The corner of a piece of bread. What the hell is that doing there? You sure you're coming out next year? God, you're only 2 hours away, Kyle. You could be here every weekend, or at least one of them. I think Link would have freaked out if he saw you come by when we were there. I've got D'Lo. What is going on? I've got. Let me look under my message requests. Oh Jesus! I don't even want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7. Uh, since I opened the house for Sam and Colby, I've got 7 requests to be on a podcast, and I've returned them all down. What's the spam in my messages? Oh my God, a room full of love. Okay, first of all, how is that crap getting through Messenger? Live cam girls. What the hell? On Messenger. This junk's on Messenger. What do I have to do? Leave group? No, delete chat. Delete chat. I wish I could. Can you report it? No. Wait, what's it say about don't leave group, just you leave the group. Well, that's all they are. Hi Mike. That's all these things are. Every one of them. It's like, oh geez. Okay, they've stopped now. The first 5 or 6 are private dating. Hey love, want to try our no, I don't want to try anything. Passion room 1430. Live cam girls. What, that crap in my messenger? All you can do is delete the chat or leave the group. You can't even report this crap. Maybe because Facebook just don't care. There's a lot of things Facebook don't care about. Now this one I can block. Why all of a sudden can I block? Well, hi Cindy. I can delete the chat. Why can't I delete and block? Come on, Facebook, get your crap together. Try Messenger for Windows. What do you think I'm already on? Delete, delete. I'll just delete them all. I should have blocked them, huh? Yeah, these things just. I don't think I've gone to my spam folder in a long time. Let's see. No, I can't because after deleting those, the next well, this is a week ago. And that's also live cam girls. Here's one from 3 weeks ago. There's another one, Passion Room. It wasn't there a second ago. Passion Room. Just what I need, a bunch of passion. Yeah, 11 weeks ago, private dating. You know, I should not have to delete this crap. This one I can't. Oh, yeah, there I can. Okay. Just for some reason, it didn't open up. Who cares about that crap? Well, I don't know where. Terrifier 3 yet? No, I haven't seen any of the Terrifiers. Don't talk about that to Kyle. She'll have a conniption fit. Let's see, where would Link be right now? I'm going to try something. No, he's going to say, what the hell's the matter with you? You think I'm going to get on a stream when I'm driving? I've not watched any of the Terrifiers, Mike. And I meant to download one after Kyle had mentioned it, and he sent me a short video clip from it. I didn't find it gross. It's like the book I wrote, Heart of Darkness. You want a sick book to read? Go read that. That'll make your blood curdle. Okay, why? Why is it only available on Kindle? What the hell's going on? Oh yeah. Why is my book only available on Kindle? Oh wait, see all formats and editions. Yeah, Kindle. What the hell? I better call. It says two. There's paperback right there, you big jerk. Does it contain any disturbing or graphic content? Yeah, it does. Way too brutal and gory? Well, gosh dang. You want brutal and gory, Kyle? You get brutal and gory. Whoops. There's brutal and gory. That's a sick book. Sick. Sick. Anyhow, I don't want to do any self promoting here. I think I'm going to grab those blankets out of the dryer and I'm going to put them on the bed. I'm going to go take another shower and die. I shouldn't say that. My body might listen to me. It's only 8:30. It feels like 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm getting hungry again too. Where the hell is Kim? She couldn't have gone home and passed out that many hours. We got home. I imagine she got home probably around now 1:30 or so. That's 7 hours ago. I don't know. Maybe she just, if I could have done that, if I could have just laid down and slept till whenever, I would have just laid down and slept till whenever. All right, Kyle. I shall see everybody later. I appreciate everybody coming in here. You guys are the ones that I do this for. I don't do it. I don't have any other reason to do it. I would just drop the daily house and the channel, at least this. But I know you guys have been with me since for a long time, and I really appreciate it. So I'll say good night to everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Probably tomorrow. I think, well, that was weird. I froze up because I went to hit the end stream, but I wasn't ready to hit the second end stream. But we might come on tomorrow and give a synopsis. It did it again. That's cool. Hey, am I really stopping? Oh,